lovely Julia Norton. Now, Julia is NMD, and she's going to be talking to us today about how to create a DMO that works for you. So let me just tell you a little bit about Julia before she takes over. So as Julia says, I've been self-employed in the fitness industry for 21 years. Before that, I was in corporate, and I have 5 children. I started in the business 7 years ago. I reached NMD in July 2020, having built a global business in around 12 countries around the world. So, Julia, are you there? We're really excited to hear your creating your DMO.
I am here. Hi.
Thanks, Julia.
I'm just about to show you the most unprofessional PowerPoint presentation you've ever seen in your entire life. Because by Wednesday, I'd written so many notes. And then James said last night, oh, can you screen share? And I was like, screen share? Oh, right. So I just threw together this PowerPoint. I haven't done one for about 6 years. So if I can just share my screen. Thank you for the intro. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak. Share screen. Let's see if I know how to do this. There we go. So, creating a DMO that works for you. Please excuse any spelling mistakes. I couldn't even work out how to go back and edit it. I made mistakes. So, if you're new in the business, and I'm sure there's going to be people in the business that are not, that have been in for a while, like Paula said, I've been in for 7 years. If you're brand new, you might not even have a DMO. You might be wondering what a DMO is. It's a bit of a military term, actually. But a daily method of operation is what that stands for. So what is a DMO? Like I just said before, it means a daily method of operation, but if you were to look it up in a dictionary, it'll say daily schedule of certain tasks that you should do. The word is daily, not just every now and again, in your business to create growth and keep making more money. So what you don't want to do is a bit on Monday, forget Tuesday, a bit on Wednesday. It really does have to be consistent. And some of my team and myself, we all started a new 90-day game plan on the 1st of April. So we did a Zoom call and we all tweaked our DMOs because sometimes they need tweaking. You might have been using the same one for a long time and you might not be getting the results that you want. So it is good to tweak it every now and again. You don't want to be doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result that you're not happy with. If you are happy with it, that's great. But I knew that I needed to switch my game up a bit, and so did some of the team. It's been a bit of a strange big start to the year, hasn't it, with all COVID and everything that's going on. So what will a DMO help you do? It will help you stay focused. You'll get more done in less time. It will create consistency. It prevents overwhelm, it creates duplication. And if you don't have a DMO, you honestly feel like you don't have time to get everything done, but you honestly do. I have so many team members that work full-time, part-time, self-employed, with children, not children, pets, everything. But if they don't have a DMO, they come to me and say, oh, I haven't got time to do this, I haven't got time to do that. But it keeps you so organized. So it is important, but before creating your DMO, I'm not too fast on the caller. I'm not going too fast. So before you create your DMO, I want you to think, if you haven't done one already, think deep. What is your why? We hear this a lot. But when you feel like giving up, you need to remember what your why is, because you are going to get days where you really don't feel like doing your DMO. And I'll tell you a bit later on about mine, what I've done, but I really didn't feel like doing it yesterday. My husband's come home, I haven't seen him for 7 weeks, and he came home and I thought, oh, I haven't finished my DMO. And I thought, no, I'm finishing it. I'm going to finish it. Oh, actually, I just wanted to spend time with him, but I did it. So you just remember that why you got started, and create a vision. We say this all the time, don't we? We all changed our vision boards on the 1st of April. We all posted in a little group that I created. We posted our DMOs. We're keeping ourselves accountable to each other. So think about what you want to achieve, what position you want, what income you want, pay line, body goals, and mindset. So when we was creating our DMOs, I said to the team that don't just think about the business. It's not just about the business. It is about the whole thing. So I said to them, like, let's think about business, body, and brain. So you really do need to consider all these three areas because they are interlinked. And I found this, especially through lockdown, being locked up at home on my own for 12 months. In my house, my family, my job is the only one that's been affected. Everybody's kind of just carried on as normal. So I've had to really take a lot of this into consideration. Because if you don't look after your business, it will affect your brain, your mindset, which could have a knock-on effect to you not feeling motivated enough to get your exercise in. That does happen. If you don't look after your brain, it affects your business, which could affect how you treat your body. And if you don't look after your body, it will affect your mindset, your brain, which has a knock-on effect affecting your business. So they are all connected. So it might just be getting 10,000 steps in a day or something like that. You know, it might just be increasing your steps. At the moment, it might just be getting 5,000 in. If you're like me, I've been stuck at home. So how much time will it take to carry out my DMO? So no two DMOs are the same. When me and my team posted all ours into this group, not one was the same. They're all different. So you work out how much time you can commit daily. Like not, oh, I can do this on Monday, I can do that on Tuesday. It has to be daily. So you don't want it too long and too overwhelming. Okay, so you need to remember that your DMO can be done in small chunks of your day. For example, you can post a message while cooking or doing the dishes. You can follow up prospects as you sit in your car waiting for children to come out of school. Like, don't make it too long and overwhelming so you don't manage to get things ticked off and you feel like you've failed. So if I have this full, I'm not going to tick everything off and I'm going to go to bed at night feeling like I failed. And you don't want to set yourself up for failure, you want to set yourself up for success. So you can post your coffee breaks or at lunchtime. Personally, for me, I actually gave up watching TV. And I heard this saying not long ago, there's no NMD in TV, and I absolutely love that saying. And also, if you go onto YouTube, if you work full time, you go onto YouTube and you can watch Emma Snedden's Time Clocks video. It really is good and how you can work out how to spend your time during the day. Because we all have 24 hours in a day. And again, can you make your day any longer? Like, could you get up a little bit earlier? Could you go back to bed 30 minutes later? Probably we can make our days a bit longer. I hope I'm not going too fast. So my current DMO, what I changed to on the 1st of April. So this has been really important to me through lockdown. Waking up and doing morning affirmations and gratitude. That is something that I never used to do. But when we went into that lockdown around September, October time, and it was dark and everybody had gone back to work and the children were all left home apart from one, I was here on my own. I was getting up in the morning thinking, oh, not another day. I don't know what day of the week it is. But I had to do these affirmations and gratitudes. Even downloaded an app to my phone, and every half an hour, a gratitude comes up, and I love it. It just reminds me all the time. It's a really good app. It's called I Am. So that's really good. And then I get my exercise in. I always do that first thing in the morning. And then to go to my social media, I've built my business mainly on Facebook. I'm only just really getting into Instagram now. Always put a morning inspiration post up after I've done my gratitude and affirmations. Now, I always put a product post up, direct or indirect. So usually it's taking the product and using the products, not just taking the products. So that's usually my direct post. Or indirect might be, is anybody wanting to get stronger hair, skin, nails or something like that? A business post, I always do direct or indirect. So direct could be that I'm looking for girls that want to earn some extra income. Indirect could be something like, can't wait to catch up with the team today. We have so much fun, even though it's on Zoom right now. Just a quick example. I always put a product testimonial on each day. I add 20 new friends. Now, it's really important here to make sure you're adding your tribe. Don't just add anybody. Because when you're adding your tribe, work out who you are and who you want to work with. When you're talking to these people, when you're messaging them, it's really easy because they're just like you. So when I've added my new friends, the ones that accept me, I always message them straight away and I just say thanks for accepting my friend request. I don't know what's happened to my screen now. Someone scribbled over my screen. So yeah, Then follow people on Instagram. Someone's scribbling on the screen. How does that happen?
I don't mind. Don't worry, Julia. Just keep on.
All right, okay.
Well.
So I follow people on Instagram and message my new followers. That's something that I never used to do. An interaction post, so that gets the algorithm up when people are just commenting on your interaction post. And then on my stories, I'll blog my day and my life with short little videos, boomerangs and stuff like that. That's on the stories. And on Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, I go onto Clubhouse, the new app. If you're not on there, it's absolutely brilliant. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Ross Coomer is on there. It's iPhone only and you need an invitation, but it is an excellent thing to do on your DMO. So I said to the team, let's do 3 non-negotiables, right? So we've got the DMO, but the non-negotiables, things that you do to get out of your comfort zone. Now, this is where you grow out of your comfort zone. People say, oh, I can't do that. It's really scary. It's not. It's exciting. Like the other side of your comfort zone is exciting. So I put down for my 3 non-negotiables to do a daily Facebook Live, which I hate doing, by the way. Add a message on Instagram, because that's what I stopped doing. That's a bit of a weakness. And then message my story followers. Now, if you're not messaging your story followers, you're missing a trick. Like Michelle said, you can put a post up and no one likes it, but then you'll put something similar on your story and 100 people have viewed it. And Facebook shows you the viewers, like, so you know who to follow up. And that's what I hadn't been doing. So your non-negotiables have to be like brushing your teeth. Like, you wouldn't leave the house without brushing your teeth. And they might not be a Facebook Live. You might have never sent a voice note to someone before. It might be a voice note, just something that, it might even be adding new friends, like, oh no, I can't add new people, they're strangers, and that might be way out of your comfort zone. But actually, it could be really good what happens if you do that, get the other side and you see it. So make sure you are doing income producing activities on your DMO. So it's all great putting a post up, but there's no point if you're not doing the other bits and pieces. So I like to think of it as maps. And again, I got this off Ross if he's on. Message, ad, posts, and stories. And you need to be doing these 4 things as part of your DMO. Honestly, it's no good just putting a post up. Your messenger needs to be on fire. And if you're on your stories and you're following up on stories and going into other people's stories, it will be on fire. So I'm going to bring Lisa on at the end of this presentation. And we were trying to work out why our business has slowed down. And it was the messenger. But she's back on track with that now. That's why she's coming up the end. There's no point in doing one of these activities. It needs to be all of them. You need to be inviting people to opportunity calls. Also, when you're doing your DMO, if you feel like your weakness is in recruitment, why don't you do your 3 non-negotiables around that? So inviting more people to the opportunity calls, adding more people, voice noting more people. I can't even see what I've written here. Maybe do business stories with a poll. But if you feel like you don't get enough customers, why don't you base it around getting more customers, putting on more testimonials, sharing your product journey more? But if you're already a leader, maybe you want to develop your team a bit more, maybe do more one-to-ones, do joint lives. I haven't put this down, but get them to host opportunity calls or something like that. And the main thing, keep it simple. Like when I was doing this presentation, I was thinking, am I confusing people? I hope I haven't, because there's going to be a lot of new people that read this. Really keep it simple, stupid. Do not get overwhelmed. Don't overthink it. If you're adding people and posting to your tribe, you've really got nothing to worry about, because they like you, they're following you. Doing the Facebook Lives, by the way, I do that because people think they know me. They actually get to know, like, and trust you, and that's why they become your team members or customers. And always be authentically you. I remember I used to look at people and think, oh, well, she's doing this and she's doing that. I can't do reels, I can't do this. But you really mustn't do that, and just always be you. If you go wrong in a live, go wrong. Just like I'm doing the most unprofessional PowerPoint presentation you've ever seen. So there's also power hours. Now, I said before you can do your DMO in little chunks of your day, which you can. But also, we have power hours now, and this has been incredible during lockdown. The way people from all across different teams have all got together, the way these ladies have got together and hosted the power hours, Claire Black, Emma Snedden, and all the other girls, they're just unbelievable. And you can get your whole power hour, your whole DMO done in 1 hour. I do this now. I commit to 1 power hour a day. They're on at 6:30, 10, 1:30, 9 o'clock. I think it's a little earlier on a Sunday. But they are absolutely brilliant. And you can just commit to 1 hour, and then all I've got to do is my 3 non-negotiables. So I try and get my non-negotiables done first as a priority. Then I can go to bed at night knowing that they're all done. And if you're brand new in the business, Thursday night at 9 o'clock, you don't have to be brand new, but it's excellent for beginners, the power hour. You just talked through it at a really, really good pace. I like that one myself. Okay, so if you are overwhelmed, if you are new, if you're still thinking to yourself, I don't know how to put a DMO together, here's a really simple method. It's even simpler if you want to use this, the 3-5-5-5-3 method. So this is what each number stands for. Just create 3 pieces of contact. So I've said that I probably post about 5 times a day, but maybe you can just do 3. I said that I had 20 new contacts a day and message them. Maybe just add 5. Invite 5 people to look at the business opportunity. Follow up 5 prospects that you've already sent the information to. Or invite 3 people to watch a short video. Now, we've got a great short video at the moment that Emma Snedden's put together. It's such a great tool. It's a 3-minute video about what me and some of the girls done through the first lockdown. Also, I get my team to send me a 30-minute video clip of themselves and why they got started in the business and what it's done for them. So if you've got people from different professions and then you're talking to someone, I don't know, maybe it's a hairdresser, I've got a video that I can send my team member who's a hairdresser, and we just do that. That's a really good tool. Look, here's the spelling mistake. Most of all, it's meant to say stay consistent. I think I did pretty good with the spellings. For at least a 30-day period, like, please don't give up after a few days and think, oh, this is not working. After 30 days, maybe then tweak it. Maybe like, I need to do more of this, or that was actually too much for me. I can't fit that in. But don't just give up after a few days. And remember why you're doing this. And that is my presentation. I don't know whether I went on too long, and I can't hardly see anything on that screen. But thank you for listening, and thank you for inviting me on.